Songs that are banned and will never be played on the radio today. There have been prohibited songs for as long as recorded music has been played on the radio. The motivation for these bans is sometimes reasonable, since the tune contains indecent, for the period, words and themes. However, at times the basis for the restriction may seem illogical, or worse, politically driven. This list includes every possible cause for a prohibited song, including war, death, world catastrophe, and stuttering. We're not joking. A popular song was previously pulled from the radio because it was thought to upset people who stammered. Despite these often strange bans, each of these songs went on to become classic successes, transcending their status as prohibited tunes. You Don't Know How It Feels by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. You Don't Know How It Feels was one of Tom Petty's greatest songs and one of his most divisive. Many radio stations originally banned the original version of the song due to its drug-related lyrics. A hastily modified version with the problematic sentence removed was issued. Imagine by John Lennon. While many consider John Lennon's Imagine to be a hymn to global peace, some more politically conservative radio stations have banned the song owing to its alleged communist philosophy, notably lyrics like no religion and no possessions. Furthermore, after the 9/11 events, the song was removed from Clear Channel playlists. Louie, the Kingsmen. Louie by the Kingsmen is one of the most contentious songs of all time for no apparent reason. During the 1960s, the FBI investigated the song and outlawed it on the grounds that it contained vulgar words in its cryptic lyrics. The song is still controversial in the 21st century. In 2005, a high school administrator prohibited a marching band from playing the song due to its lyrics, despite the fact that the band intended to play it instrumentally. Walk Like an Egyptian, the Bangles. Both the BBC in 1991 and Clear Channel Communications in 2001 banned the Bangles' 1986 song Walk Like an Egyptian. The stations didn't want to alienate individuals who associated with Egyptian culture and its connections to Middle East issues at the time. Like a Prayer by Madonna. Due to the supposedly blasphemous language in the song's lyrics and music video, religious organizations, including the Vatican, boycotted Madonna's 1989 breakthrough single. While the song remained a chart smash, the pressure caused Pepsi to abandon an endorsement contract based on the song. Rollin' in the Deep by Adele. While Adele is not renowned for seeking controversy, one of her best singles did cause some controversy. The term ship appears in the officially published lyrics for Rollin' in the Deep. However, many listeners thought Adele was yelling a profanity that sounded very close to ship, resulting in countless complaints. Adele adds fuel to the flames by replacing the term stuff during broadcast concerts. The offending swear word was subsequently confirmed to be in Adele's handwritten lyrics. If You Seek Amy by Britney Spears. Britney Spears' 2000 song If You Seek Amy sparked outrage among cultural commentators and radio stations alike. Try saying it 5 times quickly. Due to the entendre of the song's original title, U.S. radio stations forbade it, so If You Seek Amy became the new title. The Real Slim Shady by Eminem. In the early 2000s, Eminem was so controversial that the FCC punished a Colorado radio station for playing the clean version of The Real Slim Shady. Despite the removal of any objectionable words, the FCC issued rules stating that context and innuendo alone could get a station in trouble for violating its decency standards. Take the Power Back, Rage Against the Machine. Rage Against the Machine's perennial politically charged song, Take the Power Back, landed an Arizona teacher in deep water 20 years later. After playing the song in a Mexican-American history lesson, the educator received a notice of non-compliance from his school district superintendent. According to the notification, the song violated an Arizona rule that states schools cannot advocate ethnic solidarity instead of the treatment of pupils as individuals. Light My Fire, The Doors. The Doors' renowned music was part of one of rock history's most memorable censorship episodes. When the band appeared on The Ed Sullivan Show, the producers ordered them to leave or edit out the line, Girl, We Couldn't Get Much Higher. Singer Jim Morrison, either nervously or rebelliously, depending on which narrative you believe, performed the phrase exactly as written, resulting in the band being barred from playing on the show. Lola by the Kinks. Well, you would believe Lola was banned because of its story about a love meeting with a transgender person. The real reason the BBC banned the Kinks song is considerably odd. The station believed that the words, "When they drink champagne and it tastes just like Coca-Cola," may be considered free promotion, which was expressly prohibited by the BBC's non-commercial standards. As a result, the band was obliged to re-record the song with the words modified to Cherry Cola. Juicy, the Notorious B.I.G. When Notorious B.I.G.'s track Juicy was released in 1997, the phrase "time to get paid, blow up like the World Trade Center," which equated the rapper's rapid climb to popularity to the 1993 World Trade Center explosion, was a tongue-in-cheek, though rather obnoxious New York allusion. However, after September 11th, the phrase resulted in the song being withdrawn from the radio. Physical by Olivia Newton-John. Olivia Newton-John's Physical received backlash for both its lyrics — many radio stations refused to play it owing to some vulgar lyrics — and its video, which depicted a same-sex pair holding hands. Of course, none of these factors prevented the song from becoming an era-defining success. Livin' in Sin by Bon Jovi. Livin' in Sin was the 6th top 10 hit from Bon Jovi's 1988 album New Jersey, but it also caused the band some difficulty. MTV rejected the song and accompanying video clip owing to religious undertones about a young girl living in sin with her lover against her parents' desires. In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins. Phil Collins' In the Air Tonight may seem like an unusual song to ban since there are no overtly problematic lyrical topics, yet the song has been withdrawn from radio not once but twice. This was due to apparent lyrical connections to the Middle East both times. In 1991 during the Gulf War, and in 2001 shortly after September 11th. WAP, Cardi B featuring Megan Thee Stallion. Cardi B's WAP has become one of the most divisive songs to be released in decades. The track's fairly explicit glorification of female sexuality infuriated commenters and radio stations, who saw it as an assault on American decency. Baby It's Cold Outside, Various. Frank Loesser's song Baby It's Cold Outside won an Academy Award in 1949 and went on to become a holiday tradition. However, the song has recently come under criticism for its lyrics, which many see as a depiction and support of a non-consensual sexual experience. Despite objection, numerous radio stations in the United States and Canada have banned the song. Judas, Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is well known for being controversial, although she hasn't faced many outright bans in her career. However, Mother Monster's 2011 song Judas was banned in Lebanon owing to a potential Christian offense. Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead. While Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead is on the soundtrack of The Wizard of Oz, its prohibition had nothing to do with the film. Following the passing of controversial former Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher in 2013, the song soared to the number 2 spot on the British music charts. Despite the song's chart success, the BBC barred it from airing, stating that its triumph was a celebration of death.